Bye kids! Do you have your hard hats and your safety shoes ready? Today we are going to build some awesome objects using 3D printed screws, bolts, pulleys and blocks. We will also be using those objects to save some really cool animals. Are you ready? Come with me!
The sun was about to set over the African plains. The sky was lit by billions of orange fireballs, slowly changing its color to deep red and purple. Lots of antelope, buffaloes and zebras were roaming around. Giraffes were munching on the leaves from the top of the trees, and the jackals were howling in the distance, announcing that it was time for all the nocturnal animals to come out. And so the hyenas responded back with their cunning laughter. A grey lory and a lilac-breasted roller were having an argument about whether a termite is tastier than a snail.
I much more prefer berries over insects anyway.
Goo-wee! Goo-wee! Responded the lory and flew over in anger. A small herd of rhinos was approaching the river bank. They hoped to get some rest from the hot African sun. The smallest one was born only a few days ago. When he heard the hyenas, he was shaking and was very scared.
You don't have to be scared, Spoo. We have strong horns and we will protect you. Just make sure you stay very close by,
said his mummy. The little baby rhino snuggled closer to his family. His older sister Gugu was there too. She was always up to something.
Do you know there are many colorful birds closer to the river?
Asked Gugu. Spoo loved birds and was amazed by all the colors and beautiful sounds that they made.
Do you want to see them? Yes, please,
answered Spoo in a begging voice. They checked to see if the adults were watching, and when they saw that they were busy preparing their resting spot, they sneaked out from behind the trees to get closer to the river. When they got to the edge of the river, suddenly the sound of the hyenas' laughter was getting louder and closer than ever before. Little Spoo got so scared that by mistake he pushed himself into his sister Gugu, who got so scared she couldn't hold her grip anymore and started slipping into the muddy sand, right into the river.
help me.
Screamed Gugu, and was slipping more and more into the river. The two crocodiles spotted the rhino and started swimming from across the side to where Gugu was.
Oh no, I'm going to get some help. Gugu, hang in there.
Shouted Spoo, running quickly towards the herd of rhinos.
Please hurry.
Gugu was weeping and crying as Spoo quickly ran to his mummy.
Help me.
All the rhinos moved to where Spoo was leading them. When they saw the two crocodiles approaching Gugu from the river, all the rhinos started snorting and stamping hard. The whole ground was shaking with dust lifting up from the ground.
Help me, please.
Gugu was screaming loudly, but she was so deep in the mud that whoever was trying to help her out would get stuck as well. Suddenly, Ndlovu, the strong elephant, appeared from behind the trees trumpeting.
Is everybody okay?
The rhinos were desperate and pointing to Gugu, who was soon to become the crocodile's dinner. Ndlovu didn't hesitate, and using all his force, he ran towards a big boulder so that he could push it into the river and block the crocodiles. He ran and smashed the boulder, but nothing. The rock was too big to move.
If I can make myself heavier, I have a greater momentum. And with that, I can hopefully push the rock down to the river.
So the rhino pushed some flat rocks towards him on his back to make him heavier. This time, the momentum was greater as he was heavier, and so the big boulder rolled down the bank and stopped perfectly right in front of the crocodiles. They couldn't get through to Gugu anymore and turned around, so she was safe. Everyone was relieved and thanked Ngluvu. But Gugu was still stuck.
I need to call my friends Sam, Josh, and Gabby. They can help.
The night was approaching quickly, and there was very little light left. But from the distance, a helicopter appeared, shining a big light from underneath onto the herd and the river. Sam was waving at Ngluvu, who was very happy to see his friend. A big noise roaring in the distance alerted the other animals, who got scared and wanted to run away. It was Josh and Gabby driving their big car. Ngluvu assured the rhinos that they have nothing to worry about and that they're very safe and that his friends had come to rescue them. Josh, Gabby, and Ngluvu looked down the river where Gugu was stuck.
We must figure something out, and quickly,
said Gabby. They found 2 planks of wood at the back of their car.
We can turn these 2 planks into a lever,
Josh shouted with excitement.
We can tie a rope around the baby rhino and use the leverage to get Gugu out,
continued Josh.
That's an excellent idea.
Responded Gabby and added,
It will be like a seesaw. When you're up in the air, you need someone who is as heavy as you or even heavier to pull you back down to the ground. We can get Ngluvu to push the other side of the lever to lift Gugu up and out.
So they assembled the lever and put it on the platform of the back of the car. Sam parked his helicopter and Josh got in. Then he used his pulley from inside the helicopter to get down to Gugu. Then Josh tied the rope around her very carefully and jumped back onto his rope so that Sam could lift him up onto the riverbank. They then tied the other end of the rope to the lever. Ngluvu climbed up a ladder so that he was high enough to push down the other side of the lever with all of his weight. Gabby then kept on driving the car backwards very carefully so that Ngluvu could hold the platform down with his trunk and Gugu could be moved to the other side of the riverbank safely.
Hooray! We did it!
Screamed the animals. All the other animals thanked Ndluvu, Josh, Gabby, and Sam for helping them. Spoo gave Gugu a big kiss. He was so happy his big sister was okay. They promised their mom they would never sneak out and always tell her where they were going. It was very dark when all the animals finally got some rest. A bush baby was playing in a tree nearby, shining its eyes through the branches. Eventually, it got all quiet, and the little rhinos fell asleep.
Did you enjoy our story? I was really worried about Gugu, the baby rhino. But all rhinos are in danger today, mostly because of poachers hunting them and trying to steal their horns. Maybe you can ask your mom or dad if there is something that you can do to help save this beautiful planet and all of the wonderful animals. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel or visit our website whitewest.com for more amazing games. See you next time. Bye.